National History Month, Tuku North Zone's Extemporama Committee presents Extemporama 2023 in honor of Philip Murray, Black Sage, on Friday, 10th November at Lions Cultural Center, Woodbrook. Come experience a massive extempo zonal battle. From the south, Winston Gypsy Peters, Abby Belly, and Short Pants. From the north, Contender, Lady Syntax, and Gary Raps. From the east, Lingo, Myron B, and Fireball. From Tobago, Niall Manswell. Guest appearances by Trinidad Rio and Brother Ebony. MCs Rockers and Sherlyn Hendrickson. Musical accompaniment by Michelle Henry, Kaiso Encore Band. Showtime 7 p.m. sharp. Advance tickets only $200. Plenty giveaways as usual. You can't afford to miss this one. Tickets available at Crosby, St. James, and all Tuco offices. Don't be surprised if there is a surprise guest.
Don't be surprised if there is a surprise guest at Extemporama 2023. This morning, joining us on set, the bosses of Extempo, Contender and Black Sage. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Welcome back. How are you doing this morning?
Great.
All right, Contender, we on again for 2023. It's Extemporama. We're closing off, well, we're kind of closing off Calypso History Month with it.
Right.
Yeah? What we have in store special this year?
Well, to start with, to begin, we have Mr. Philip Murray, the Black Sage, who is going to be the honoree.
What does that mean?
That means that this honor is given to someone who has contributed significantly to the art form. And every year, now this is the 17th edition of Extemporama.
Right.
And we would have had people in the past like Big B, Sheldon John, Young Creole, Mervyn Telfer. People who would have contributed. Well, last year were yours.
It was Contender.
Right. I would have received the HBM. And, you know. So this year, nobody better to receive that honor. That he shouldn't have gotten it before, you know. But for his contribution nationally and internationally, and the work that he has done, both in Calypso and the Extempo field, is deserving.
Sage.
Mr. Philip Murray.
How you feel about this, accepting this honor?
Well, I am definitely pleased to be so, honored because, I mean, Johnny King said, appreciation. It's one of the greatest things, you know, and that it is conferred on me. I mean, for the other great contributors, got fellas like Lingo, all of them get it before, you know.
Right.
So I mean, I am glad to be so, honored because I've been in the Extempo thing since it started.
Yeah.
You know, there was a revival, there was a slump, and it was only the Superior kids. Gypsy later, and then suddenly it picked up again, and I was all part of that when we had my good friend Big B, Randy Darlin, Short Pants, all of these guys used to be in Extempo.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a good feeling, it's a good thing to know that your work was not ignored.
Yeah.
And the contribution was celebrated, and I am thankful for that.
Most definitely. Tell me about the art form of Extempo itself. For people who may not know, right? What does it take to become an Extempo artist? What do you have to do on a constant basis?
Read. You have to read.
Yeah.
But apart from reading now, right, you have to be witty. You have to be humorous. You can't just say, okay, the world is flat and TTT is a television station. You have to say it in a kind of way. I mean, the master, that is Mr. Gypsy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, he wasn't here to give a little demonstration, but you have to be witty, you have to be humorous. Because you have an audience to please, and in Extempo more than any other music, it is imperative to communicate with that audience as early as possible.
Yeah.
With your first couplet, the first 2 lines of your song, or with your last couplet of your stanza, which is your 8 lines. If you get a nice couplet, you save that for last.
How important is the storytelling aspect of it?
It is always important because I always say Extempo. I mean, Kaiso has rules, the topic you're singing on, you have to bring your lyrics strong, your rendition, but you have to, all of us will have a different opinion of a topic. If I tell you sing on Diwali,
right,
I will have an interpretation of it. He will have an interpretation of it. But what you need to do is communicate this interpretation to your audience in a humorous way or something like that, you know, and that is how you will be more impactful. Because now final night you have a whole grandson to deal with, you know.
Of course.
And you have to touch them, you have to reach them, and that is the challenge of Extempo, touching and reaching our audience. It's interactive.
Yeah, and it's in the shortest time possible because, like you say, you only have them certain bars. You get the topic one time.
Yeah.
You have to create that story in your mind one time shorten it to the punchlines, and then deliver it one time.
Yeah, and that's as he said in his song, you can't buy one.
You can't buy
no Extempo. You have to come there with your lyrics. And not even with your lyrics. You come with an empty mind.
Right.
You know, because if you fill your mind with things, you would be conditioning yourself to think a certain way. So you forget everything as long as you read your papers every day. And you come there nice. So you know, you know what's going on in Ukraine, you know what's going on in Palestine, you know what's going on in America, you know, because you have read it.
Right.
So when they give you a topic, like I hear they give somebody a topic, the prophet of Sisyphus. Now we know that's the president, Ramona, that was the Calypso name, but poor King Saul didn't know. And he said all kinds of
Now, this Extemporama is not like the one that we have for Carnival. The one for Carnival is a straight-out competition. There's a semi-finals, there's a finals. This one is more a showcase, but it's still war.
And it is, in the sense that you get to showcase, as Sage was saying, your knowledge with what's taking place, current affairs.
Right.
And we also have the war in it too, so that, you know.
Right, and I see we have the zonal battle happening this time around. Battle. Again, I think that's one of the features of Extemporama that people love. So we have the North, representing the North, who we have Contender, you.
Right.
All right, Lady Syntax and Gary Rams.
Right.
And then we have from the East, Lingo, Calypso Knight, formerly known as Myron B.
Right.
And Fireball. Now, I watch in the East because I realized that we purposely went with a little bit younger of a cast from the East. I know Lingo is always on the cast. Myron B is always on the cast. But I don't think Fireball was there last year, was he?
No, he wasn't there for a few years.
Right. So we have Fireball back on the cast now. What inspired that?
He fiery.
Ah, boy.
And what inspired that is that you would have noticed that for the competition, the Extemporama competition last year, we
this
would
year?
have this year, but the last one it had. that is extempo. But you know what? We would have introduced the freestyle into the competition, of which Myron B is the champ.
Right.
And for Extemporama, we're going to have some freestyle.
Ah, okay.
So, we queuing up because a number of people are interested in the freestyle competition, you know, because like how soca is family to Kaiso, freestyle is family to Extempo.
That's what we're talking
and
about.
close family too. So and a number of youths involved.
Nice.
So and they're very interested with respect to the freestyle aspect of the thing.
Yeah.
So and that's a whole interesting thing because Myron B is the defending champ of the freestyle. But here we have Fireball to give him a run.
Yeah.
And Gypsy say, boy, if you fellas feel, Myron B go see something.
Yeah.
When I come there, you go see who could freestyle.
Well, look, trouble in the place now. So representing South, we have Gypsy, Abebele, and Short Pants. Our very own Short Pants. I had a jump and back Short Pants on this one because he's from Talk City, just like me.
That is why you're doing that,
right? So I back it. I mean, that is why I'm doing it.
The man, I have to watch him by your cousin.
Oh, you mean? Right. I's not a judge, you know.
I never say you're a judge.
I's not a judge here. I here to support and I support the Short Pants.
Impartial in the thing.
No, I'm not impartial at all. I take sides. I go into Tobago and take sides with Niall Manswell and all. Because I see we have Niall representing.
Tobago?
Yeah.
And Niall Manswell. But he's so proud to represent. He said, boy, look, all you could have 3 from this zone and 3 from that zone, I represent in Tobago. And the man take on that, and he's very talented, eh?
Of course.
And hear what? He's telling me, he say, boy, I represented in Extempo and I represented in freestyle.
Well, look trouble now.
So, and just let me make one important point here with respect to the difference between Extemporama and the normal show, the Extemporama. The thing is that whereas in Extemporama you have to
compete.
It's just what the judges say.
Right.
The difference here, as you would know, and last time that was really a high point, the audience has a chance to say who they feel win them.
Right.
So by the applause, the audience is involved in who is the eventual winner or favorite
of the night.
Nice.
Now, one of the favorites of the night for me, well, two I should say, we have Brother Ebony performing, but we also have somebody who I consider to be one of the greatest calypsonians alive. Trinidad Rio is going to be performing. I'm particularly looking forward to that because his style is so unique and so authentic. Yeah, man. So we have a live band back in these artists as well.
Yeah.
So that's what we're
Michelle
talking
Henry
about.
And the Kaiso
Encore band. All right. Well, you know what? We can't have all on the show and not do a little extempo. So, Sage, as you pick up the instrument, let me start the thing one time now.
November the 10th, that night go be sweet. It has some extemporaneans I have to beat. I want to beat them, is true, but you won't believe them want to beat me too. I want to look come lions that night, because we were all going to have a fight. Come lions and your extempo, and you know it will be a beautiful show.
Come in, Katana.
Well, Sage, between me and you, I agree. What you say is true. Take it from the contender on the 10th of November. That will be real action down there at the Lions. And look, take it from me, I and all go beat up my friend the honorary.
Alright. We don't have much time left on the show, so I'm going to try and do a quick verse to wrap up the show this morning. Let me see. Well, all my friends, I have to say, wow, I want you to go out there and make a little difference now. I don't remember what I was going to say next, but the next line might just turn out the best. I want to encourage you to have inspiration and aspire and achieve in the nation. I'm going and bust, so sorry. All you go there and make a difference today now, because together we aspire, and together we perspire, together we most definitely can achieve. On behalf of Natasha Lake, Inca Will, and the entire team here at TTT, I'm Rockless wishing you a fantastic day, and I will send my scorpion to bite your centipede. Hey! Thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. Take care.
Yeah, man.
We'll see you guys tomorrow, God's willing. Enjoy the day.
Yes.